Righty, thanks for listening to or watching the BlockWeb Beat podcast, recorded on Tuesday, the 20th of August, kicking off a little bit earlier at almost 6:50 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. On this week's show, crypto consolidates. Tether and Aptos announce a partnership. Crypto markets brace for the Fed's comments. The Upland airdrop campaign 2 ends. The Upland Midtown Terrace sale has begun. ASEAN enters the metaverse through Roblox, unleashing the power of the metaverse to transform marketing. If there's been some insane AI videos and images go viral in the lead up to the US presidential election, and a mayoral candidate promises to let OpenAI bot govern the capital city. Not only that, Trump cashes in on meme coin taxes and NFT royalties. Shaquille O'Neal gets a split court verdict on his NFT endorsement. Ton and Telegram play a crucial role in Web3 gaming. The top 5 game coins in Web3 have been kind of put out there, and reviving Web3 gaming with AI. Plus, as always, we grant ourselves with some real-world insights with a few doses of reality from the Metaverse. Time for the disclaimer.
Warning, the information and opinions within are solely the views of the individuals involved, contains content not suitable for anyone.
Yep, sure does. All right, let's have a look at what's currently happening in the crypto markets. This week in the crypto market, we've had a moderate increase with the total market cap rising by 2.8% to 21 trillion. Wouldn't that be nice? No, 2.15 trillion. Bitcoin dominance also inched up to 56.1%, reflecting its continued strength in the market. And the Fear and Greed Index saw a bit of a dip, moving from a neutral 52 last week to a slightly lower 46, indicating a bit of a shift towards some caution among investors. Bitcoin's led the charge, gaining 2.7% to reach 60,876 at the time of the snapshot, with Ethereum having a slight uptick of 0.4%, now sitting at 2,672. Sparklet has made a remarkable jump, surging almost 36% to 0.064 US dollars, probably on the back of all of those airdrops that keep going on. All that staking stuff. It's going to be very interesting to see how that price pans out, or what it does once all that's been done and dusted. Among the other notable movers, Tron spiked 12.6%, Ripple rose by 7.5%, Gala climbed by almost 9%, but on the downside, Radix dropped significantly by 11.7%, and Decentraland also slipped by 1.4%. Sticking with blockchain crypto news, Tether is making waves with its latest announcement. USDT is moving to the Aptos blockchain, promising lightning-fast transactions at a fraction of a penny. Aptos, known for its speed and scalability, saw a surge in daily active users this year and recently handled a staggering 326 million transactions in a single day. This partnership aims to reduce transaction costs and boost liquidity across networks. Tether's CEO is apparently thrilled, emphasizing the efficiency gains, while Nansen's collaboration with Aptos adds top-notch on-chain data analytics to the mix. This move marks Tether's continued push for innovation in the digital currency space. G'day to Ryan J. and Swally Man. How we doing? Right, in other blockchain news, crypto markets are on edge this week as they brace for critical comments from the Federal Reserve. All eyes are on the Fed's July meeting minutes and the upcoming Jackson Hole Symposium, where US Federal Chair Jerome Powell is expected to speak. While markets have priced in a potential rate cut in September, the specifics remain uncertain, leaving investors anxious. Bitcoin and other major cryptocurrencies like Ethereum and Shiba Inu have seen losses ranging from 3.13%. But as we've just kind of covered, some of that's been ground back. And then it just mentions a bunch of other stuff. The crypto market's mixed performance reflects the broader uncertainty as traders await Powell's comments, which could significantly impact market dynamics. Interesting to note as part of that as well, Trump's been talking about crypto non-stop. Meanwhile, what's the other lady's name? I forget her name, blanking on her name, but she hasn't mentioned it at all, which is quite unusual. All right, moving on in Upland Metaverse news, the Chapter 2 Sparklet airdrop campaign in the Upland Metaverse has officially wrapped up. Players are eagerly awaiting their rewards, which are set to drop on Friday, August 23rd. To qualify, make sure that your Upland account is linked. With the campaign over, it's time to reflect. Did you reach your goals? I ended up just shy of level 7 with 24,640 points. How about you? In other Upland Metaverse news, the Midtown Terrace sale has officially kicked off, offering a limited opportunity to buy into the Genesis node. Following an extensive community consultation process, prices have been set, with small townhouse properties already sold out at 50,000 UPX and $20. Townhouse properties are still available at 90,000 UPX or $30 each. With over 100 neighbourhood collection properties still up for grabs, these deals will stay open while stocks last. Don't forget that becoming a resident in Midtown Terrace includes entry into monthly prize draws with a minimum of 100,000 UPX and other bonuses. If you're diligent and you want to grab a real bargain, however, keep your eyes out for these newly established market floors to start shaking out some of the properties long held by players with no intention of developing or sticking around in Midtown Terrace. We've already seen a few pop up, which means everything is proceeding exactly as planned. A stupid joke. All right. In other metaverse news, ASEAN is stepping into the metaverse with the names of these are just so bad and getting worse. Check this for a name. Imagination. I guess they're trying to be clever. Anyhow, it's a new Roblox game promoting Southeast Asian tourism. Launching on World Tourism Day, September 27th, the game allows players to explore the region's cultural landmarks, customize avatars with the Southeast Asian themed outfits, and participate in interactive minigames. Players can even win real-world prizes like trips to Southeast Asia, sponsored by Agoda and Air Asia. This initiative marks ASEAN's first venture into the metaverse, blending tourism with digital gaming to boost regional awareness and tourism. Well, I'd love to see something like that being tied in with Upland. We're in real world properties. There's got to be a tie in there somehow. Obviously, we're nowhere near big enough yet, but hopefully it gets there one day. In other metaverse news, metaverse marketing is rapidly transforming industries with global market growth expected to reach 7.5 billion by 2030. Big brands like Tata Tea, Gucci, and Nike are leveraging metaverse platforms for immersive advertising experiences. Indian brands, including Tanishq and I don't know how to say this, Iki or ICICI Bank, are also exploring this virtual frontier. The metaverse offers a 3D real-time environment where consumers can interact with products, boosting brand engagement and sales. As brands increasingly use metaverse marketing, they gather valuable consumer data for targeted campaigns, making it a game changer in the advertising world, as we just saw with that whole ASEAN thing as well. All right. Now, as you can tell from the image here, I tried with ChatGPT, but ChatGPT just was not having a bar of generating any images that were to do with Trump or Kamala Harris. That's it. Yeah, I blanked on that before. So I'm just ripping this one off the site that I got it from. So in AI news, a bizarre AI-generated video featuring Donald Trump and Kamala Harris in a romantic storyline has gone viral, sparking debates over AI's role in spreading political misinformation. Created by Grok 2, an AI tool from Elon Musk's startup XAI, the video shows the two US presidential candidates kissing and strolling on a beach. While the video is seen as humorous by some, it highlights growing concerns about the impacts of AI on media trust and the potential for misinformation in the lead up to elections. I mean, if you've been having a look on X or anywhere in the place, some of the stuff is just out of control. There's videos, images, it's all over the place. Bloody Taylor Swift is up in arms because there was some Trump apparently shared some fake image of her endorsing him. My gosh, what a ride. Anyhow, it gets even better than that. In other AI news, in a bizarre twist in Cheyenne, Wyoming, mayoral candidate Victor Miller has promised to let an AI bot named Vic govern the city if he's elected. Miller, a librarian, envisions Vic, created using OpenAI's ChatGPT, as a more efficient and objective leader than any human. Despite backlash from OpenAI and concerns from the local government, Miller continues his campaign, stating that AI is the future of leadership. However, experts warn that AI lacks the moral and decision-making capabilities needed for such a role. The incident highlights the rapid evolution of AI technology and the challenges of regulating its use in politics. I mean, it's a bit of a stretch there. You do not want to know the argument I just had with ChatGPT, trying to get it to generate rectangular images instead of square images. As you can see, I gave up, and this is a square image that's been compressed to fit in here. It's ChatGPT is incredible in some respects, but it's just an absolute knucklehead and many others. So yes, I wouldn't be voting for it anytime soon. All right. In NFT news, former President Donald Trump, and here we go again, it wouldn't generate it, so I just ripped it again. Donald Trump is cashing in on the crypto craze, raking in passive income from secondary NFT sales and meme coin taxes. Trump's NFT collections on Polygon have brought in millions with a 10% royalty on resales. Despite NFT revenue slowing down, Trump's crypto wallets are still buzzing, thanks to a raft of meme coins that automatically pay in 2% taxes. Over the past 4 months, this has added up to a hefty 137 Ethereum or $354,000. It's safe to say Trump's team has figured out how to make crypto work for them. Somebody who's in a bit of hot water with that sort of stuff, however, is basketball legend Shaquille O'Neal, who was at the center of a mixed court ruling over his involvement with the Astrals NFT project. The U.S. District Court in Florida dismissed claims that Shaq was a control person in the project, but allowed the case to proceed under the allegation that he acted as a seller by successfully promoting the NFTs. The court's decision to let the case move forward, especially regarding the sale of unregistered securities, could have significant implications for future celebrity endorsements in the crypto world. O'Neal and Astrals must respond to the allegations by September 12th, 2024. Sticking with NFT news. No, is that at the end? Yeah, that's the end. No, in Web3 gaming news, Ton and Telegram are playing pivotal roles in Web3 gaming space with Catizen, another fantastic name, very imaginative, that one, at the forefront. Through integration with Telegram's vast user base, Catizen is making it easier for Web2 gamers to transition to Web3. Their success stems from utilizing Telegram's unique ecosystem to engage users in hyper-casual games, generating significant revenue and building a robust community. With over 18 mini games integrated and plans to expand further, Catizen is setting a new standard for Web3 gaming platforms. Their charity initiative, Catizen Vibe Heal the World, combines gaming with philanthropy, supporting stray cat rescues. Wow, that sounds very interesting. Click the button. In other Web3 gaming news, Web3 gaming is transforming the way players interact with virtual worlds, with blockchain-based game coins leading the charge. In a recent article on Block Telegraph, the top 5 game coins were listed as AXS from Axie Infinity, Sand from the Sandbox, Sparklet from Upland, Gala from Gala Games, and Engine from Engine. Each of these tokens brings unique value and utility to their respective games, from governance to in-game transactions and asset development. Notably, Upland Sparklet is finally gaining some well-deserved recognition in mainstream discussions, reflecting its growing impact in the Web3 gaming world. Hip, hip, hooray, hallelujah. We finally made it onto a list. Yes, Swiley Man. In more Web3 gaming news, Web3 gaming is on the rise again with a $1.1 billion investment surge in Q2 2024, fueled by AI and improved infrastructure. Companies are shifting away from outdated user acquisition strategies, focusing on transparency, sustainability, and community engagement to avoid repeating the 2022 downturn. With innovations like regenerative AI and better onboarding processes, the industry is building a resilient ecosystem, ensuring this isn't just another bubble. The focus is now on creating long-term value for players and fostering a participatory culture where gamers become stakeholders in their virtual worlds. Sounds very good to me, but something like that, as we know, it's very easy to say something like that. It ain't always easy to follow through on it. Naked chick? Where was the naked chick? Maybe I missed that one. I used it at work today, and I had to generate an image for, it was supposed to be some kindy kids sitting around on a mat, and I didn't notice it at the time, but one of the kids, he didn't have a head. So when it come to talking about that with the kids, of course the kids saw that immediately, and that became a very funny talking point. Why's that kid got no head, Mr. Ben? Yeah, it was hilarious. All right, in the Australian Mid-Cityverse news, a giant 5-metre crocodile is believed to be on the loose in Queensland. That's my home state, with locals claiming it killed a fisherman last year. Despite authorities removing 2 smaller crocs from the area, residents insist the real culprit is still at large, lurking near the Kennedy River. This croc has earned a reputation as a people hunter, and locals are being urged to remain on high alert. Yes, no crocs down here, thank goodness. They are very scary beasts indeed. In the New Zealand Mid-Cityverse news, Christchurch faced a freezing start to Tuesday, with temperatures plunging to nearly -4 degrees, while Tekapo dropped to a chilly -7.4. The icy blast from Antarctica continues to grip the country, causing snow to close the desert road. Although the cold snap is expected to persist, showers should ease across the country by Wednesday, with a brief respite before more wet weather arrives later in the week. And lastly, in Japanese Mid-Cityverse news, the city of Toda in Saitama Prefecture is using AI to tackle the growing issue of school refusal among students. By analyzing data like attendance, academic performance, and health records, the AI predicts which students are at risk of chronic non-attendance. color coding them based on risk levels. During a trial of 1,193 students, during a trial, 1,193 students were flagged, with 265 identified as needing priority support. The initiative aims to proactively assist struggling students with safeguarding their privacy, marking a significant step forward in addressing this educational challenge in Japan. Yeah, it's a huge issue over there. There's all sorts of really horrendous bullying that goes on. I mean, that kind of happens everywhere, but over there, once kids kind of get on the out, they tend to just stay on the out, and they miss out on all sorts of stuff, and it can be very, very bad indeed. So it's kind of cool to see how AI and that sort of stuff is influencing the Metaverse. Now, about that sayonara stamp that's on the thumbnail for this episode, if you've been following this particular show for a while, you know that it was created at the start of this year primarily as an avenue for me to creatively explore and experiment with the text and image generation developments of AI. That has been a fascinating journey, and it's amazing how far the technology has come in such a short amount of time. This training has also allowed me to make highly productive use of my AI skills in my in-real-life job, which I will continue to develop and refine, of course. I've pretty much got a handle on ChatGPT, apart from all of the silly quirks, and I'm going to switch over and start learning Grok. I mentioned this earlier in the show. I don't know, Grok just seems amazing, some of the stuff that I've seen, so I want to dive in and have a play around with that. So as for this show, however, it has run its course, and this is indeed the final episode. I'll be redirecting the time spent in the preparation and delivery of this show into other productive and creative endeavors as we rapidly head towards the end of 2024 and what will be a big reshuffling of my personal focus and interest in 2025. Cheers, and thank you very much to all that have enjoyed this series. Your ongoing engagement and support is very much appreciated. And that's the beat for this BlockWeb week, and a glimpse into some of what's currently making news inside, around, and outside of the metaverse and in the Metaverse this week. If you'd like to get involved in any of the Upland Down Under Entertainment productions, or if you have an Upland NFT or Metaverse product, service, or event to promote, then send me Ben68 a DM or get yourself into the NBA server, which is linked in the description. And normally I say, until next time, I'll catch you later. But this one for this show is sayonara.